Testing microphone 1, 2. Hey everybody, how's it going? Biff back with you again on a Friday morning. It is November 14th, 2025, and it is 9:51 a.m. here where I am in the Rocky Mountain region of the United States of America. And as you can see here, we're going to be playing Football Manager. We're going to be continuing with the Torquay United restart, which I did yesterday. But first, let's take a look potentially at, I don't think I need this one anymore. Close that. We can take a look at, don't need this one anymore. So I get this message on my hide for now. Okay, yeah, hide that because I don't need that. I updated my Windows yesterday and it's giving me a message to check for updates. So I checked for updates this morning. There's nothing, but the notification thing is still there. Check for updates. I'm like, no, I already did that. Thank you. Okay, let's check our wait list on is there any deal? ITAD. If you type in ITAD here, it'll give you some information on it. It is a website that serves as a price comparison tool for PC games, helping users find the cheapest prices from various online retailers. It also allows users to create wish lists and receive notifications when games they're interested in go on sale. The site is considered a legitimate platform for finding deals as it only lists official key retailers like Steam. So, official key retailers. So, like Fanatical, Game. Well, let's see. We can just look and see what they have here. I can just click on a game and see where it's listed. Good Old Games, Game Billet, Game Planet, Gamersgate. You can buy a Steam key directly from Steam. Indie Gala. So there's a bunch of them that a bunch of official key retailers that Is There Any Games deals with to to have their games sold. So let's looking down through here. I don't see anything right now. Like I said, I'm going to be playing. I've got some games that I'm going to play. But for right now, I don't see anything that I want to buy like right away coming up. Again, like I said yesterday, it's probably going to be it'll be like Christmas, the Christmas sale before I probably buy any other games. So let's go out to Steam. Anno Pax Romana is out. And not really into it. I'd be into the city building and stuff, but just not all of the mythology and worshiping of various gods and stuff like that. I just would not be into that. So Manor Lords, probably when it comes down to a reasonable price. Let's look at the discovery queue. Download Max Manos 2 demo. No. Little corners. Interesting. This is very busy. Peel, place, and arrange stickers across tiny windows into different worlds. Relax and unwind to lo-fi beats. Collect unique stickers and share your cozy creations with the world. Interesting. I wonder, though, if these stickers are going to be, if you can flip them. It looks like you can, right? Because the way this shows up over here, it's facing this way. Whereas here, it's facing this way. So potentially you can flip them. Interesting. Maybe I'll add to my wish list just to keep an eye on it. Backyard Football 99. We played football in my backyard, but we did not have the lines and the hash marks and all that stuff. We actually played football also on the village green. So the village green was like 1 block wide, but like 2 blocks long. And there was actually 2 of them. One was out in front of the elementary school. One was out in front of the high school. And so we used to play football out there after school. In fact, one time, it was a player or a coach from either junior varsity or varsity saw us out there playing. He saw me kick what was going to be a field goal. And I don't know, it's probably 20 yards that I kicked it, maybe 25 yards. And he said, "You need to try out for the team as a kicker." But I never did. I liked hockey. I played hockey. Unbeatable rhythm adventure where music is illegal and you do crimes. Great. Sounds like fun. Yeah, sure. The strict order. The last World War didn't end conflict. No, it didn't. World War II did not end conflict. There has been conflict on planet Earth since the end of World War II. So, yeah, that conflict is a primary attribute of mankind. Conflict. And typically violent conflict. I mean, if you look at the first sin recorded outside of Genesis, outside of the Garden of Eden in Genesis, of course, Adam and Eve committed the first sin by eating the fruit of the tree that they weren't supposed to eat. But if you look at the first sin recorded outside of the Garden of Eden, it is what? Murder. Cain murdered his brother Abel. So if you look at history, murder is the signature sin of mankind. The signature sin of mankind. It's pretty sad that people don't recognize that and say, hey, we got to change. We need our hearts fixed. And it's not a mental problem. It's not an emotional problem. It's not a physical problem. It is a spiritual problem. It's a heart problem. And Jesus came to offer the relief for the heart problem. And people just reject it because, like he said, people prefer evil over good. Ads are starting in 19 minutes and 53 seconds. See the galaxy through the eyes of a trader. Hundreds of years after humanity took to the stars, you're free to buy, fight, explore, and build your way to power. shape economies, form alliances, influence the systems that control trade, tech, and politics. I might put this one on my wish list. Maybe I'll join the play test. I don't want to play it now. I can install it now. One game that I played a long time ago was Privateer. And Privateer was such a fun game. I played that a lot. Then Wing Commander came out, and Wing Commander became more of like a dogfighting in space type of game, at least for me. And I didn't complete the game. I kind of got bogged down in the story and how it was running on my computer at the time and all that stuff. But Privateer, and I don't know if they've done a follow-up to Privateer. If any company has looked at Privateer and said, we really want to do a follow-up for this. But yeah, I'd love to play a game like Privateer again. So fun. So let me see. Let's go back over here. Go into here. So we're looking for what? Stellar Trader? Add to. Should I create a new list that says playtests? New collection. Playtests. Put that at the top of my list. Maybe I'll invite some friends. All right. Die for the Lick. Lich. Skyformer. Luckiest. Cafe, Idle Bird Collector. The Sims Adventure Awaits expansion pack. Never got into The Sims. Idle Awakening Mage's Path. Embark on a journey of fledgling mage. Start with nothing, improve yourself. Developing your skills through a vast tree, unlock upgrades, learn spells, gather resources, craft unique items. Your progress never stops and continues while you're offline. So you embark on a journey, you start with nothing, and you end with nothing. Doesn't sound like fun. I've got 93 games on my wish list. I'm following 78. I've ignored 456. I need to start doing that more, actually. I need to start ignoring more games. So there's a new patch out for FM26. It fixes a bunch of things. Preferences, detailed processing. I will be right back. Hey everybody. Yeah, that was State Farm, my insurance company. I guess I didn't have to say my insurance company name, but yeah, they're my insurance company. They were just calling about the total loss that we had on a vehicle a couple months ago, making sure everything was worked out okay and all of that. So it seems like there's a lot of issues with the in-game editor, IGE in-game editor. Doesn't really look like the game was play tested much. I mean, there's a lot to do in the game, so I could see where, that's a big one. Fixed a crash on M1 Intel Max when attempting to start a match. That would be pretty important to fix that one, I would think, since what a certain percentage of your user base is going to be playing on a Mac. Further fixes to matches freezing during single player and online matches. Fix slowdown in match when on 2D overview screen. I thought this was on a previous one also. So let's start. Um, yeah. So let's play some Football Manager. Let's see. Do I have any dropped frames? No. Have I got a good kbps? Yes, 13,000. Do I have it on for 21 minutes? Ad starting at 8 minutes. I'm probably going to get up and walk away just to move around a little bit again. Because it's always good for me to get up and move around at my age, just to move a little bit. And yeah. Here we are. There's me in my fine suit. This is the new Torquay. This is my restart because I feel like when when I played the last game, I was really eager to get into the match engine. I wanted to see the games being played out and stuff like that. It's the same thing when I bought Out of the Park Baseball last year. It was like $10 at Christmas time last year. Out of the Park Baseball 24. And the first thing I want to do is play a game. I'm gonna play a game. I don't want to do all this stuff with all the players. I want to play a game. So, so I just kind of skipped over everything and went right into playing a game. I've hit continue, right? Yeah, because we played. I think we started here. I wonder if they fixed um, this. Yes, they did. So yesterday when I was playing, when you moused over these, it didn't. You had to actually click on the bookmark icon, and then the description of it popped up like player database after you clicked on the icon, but then it took you to the player database or the tactics instead of you being able to mouse over and go, oh, there's the transfer activity. I don't want that one. I want player database. I can click on that one. So that was broken yesterday, fixed today. We do have one message right here. This is the guy we were looking at. This guy, Adipan. We invited him in for a trial. Should have just signed him. By the way, you will see me. I wonder, how do I get a sponsorship for like Belvita? Because I love these things. These things are so good. They're nice and very tasty. There's 4 crackers in each one. You're supposed to get, at least they used to advertise them as 4 hours of energy. They had that right on the outside of the package, but they're just really good. Cinnamon and brown sugar. 4 breakfast biscuits. Steady energy the whole morning. In one serving is 1 package, which has 4 biscuits in it. And yeah, I'd love to get sponsored by Belvita. It'd be awesome. I guess the one way that you get sponsored is by turn this down. One way you get sponsored is by having lots of people in your channel, which I don't. Ads are starting in 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Three D6, yeah, it's the same one. It's kind of funny because I've got this set up. Got this set up where my ads manager that's up here, it's supposed to show up at the bottom of my, underneath my webcam here. But it's like it doesn't do it the very first time. It doesn't do it until it's gone through one ad cycle, and then it starts displaying down here. So I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I did try to get this guy to come in on a trial, and he didn't want to. It's really good. BBC Radio Devon's Megan Burridge has been in touch with a question she would like to ask you. With Ryan Watson joining the club on trial, many people want to know what the chances are of him earning a permanent stay at Plainmoor. That's the entire point of taking him on trial. We don't know yet. That should be enough for my editor. Speak to you soon. What was her? She's neutral. Okay, well, neutral's better than expressionless. I guess I'm the expressionless one, maybe. Okay, so I can change the bookmark going to the next. It does go to the next day. There is preferences. Let's go back out to Steam. Had legacy preference option to continue through messages via the space bar. Preferences, detailed processing. Preferences, detailed processing. Choose the period of time before the game will automatically continue. Continue button legacy mode. Don't continue the game until all messages are read. Pressly restrict the opposition to no goals from all 13 touches in our penalty area. We've turned 57 entries into the final third into 13 shots on goal. 8 shots attempted from outside the penalty area, even though I told them don't take long shots. Now see, this was a problem. This was a problem in 24. Okay, scouting in progress. So this was the problem. The problem was the game took you all the way through the process and scouting wasn't finished. And so you had to, how tall is he? He's only 5'11". He's got good heading. Wow. It took you all the way through the process of negotiating with this player and everything, but the scouting was never finished. So you never saw any of his, you didn't see any of his stars or anything. These numbers were never finalized in here. And so you kept having to delay until the final one. You knew if you delayed it again, it was just going to end the negotiations, but the scouting still wasn't done. So I don't know if it's going to be like that now. And so basically what happened, every time my GM came in with an offer for somebody, I just like delayed it. Like, nope, nope, nope. He's not scouted yet. I don't know how good he is. And it doesn't tell me his transfer value. He's made an offer. It says he's made an offer for him. Okay, we've made an offer. So he is he's on a free transfer, looks like. He's wanted by 11 clubs. But it says scouting is in progress. He's appeared for Kidlington and Evesham, Division 1 Central. But we don't know how good he is. He was with Southampton, never made an appearance for Southampton. Yeah, we don't know anything about him, so. So again, the board wants us to. Okay, ad break started. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't mention the ad break was coming. I'm not doing anything real important. Reach the playoffs and reach the FA Cup proper. I like to talk about our Enterprise South aims for the season. Just know that what we talk about in here isn't going to define everything we do. It's about what we think we're capable of as a group. Content, encouraged, content, encouraged. It's interesting because in 24, if you did this in 24 and you got them to respond positively, they'd all be so jacked up. They'd all be like, "Yeah, yeah, let's go, let's go." They'd all be like green, happy, fired up. And these guys are just like, "Eh, I'm content with that." Even Matt J is content. I think we can do that. It's more lenient. Great. Shouldn't have said anything. Overall, I'm sure this would be a benefit to everyone, even though some of you are unsure about it at the moment. I should have left it. I should have left it. Okay. How come there's nothing, blank page? What do I do now? What do I do now? I don't know. I have some more of my biscuit, my Belvita. Okay. I wonder if I should put in here, put in the ITAD, put in here, ITAD equals, is there any deal? So you just go to this blank screen and then you're supposed to hit continue. Okay. Another back is injured. Come on, game. Gosh. At my medical center. These guys are injured, man. Matt J, my starting central midfielder in a 4-2-3-1. Injured for 2 months. Unbelievable. This game just hammers on you. Team bonding. Important. Part of our weekly staff meeting, I compile a brief summary of coaching advice to send through to you. I'm not going to make Matt J captain when he's going to be injured for up to 2 months. Game. Transfer value is unknown. We don't know what wages he wants. Evesham wants to bring him in on a free for $850 a week. We still don't know if he's any good or not. I still want to get into I'd love to have a director of football. How do I go to the club and ask them again for stuff? Ford feels the recruitment team is in need of a chief scout. Yeah, that's why I've placed an advert for a chief scout. But I want a technical director. How do I ask them for a technical director? Okay. Again, you see the drop down here? They have drop downs. Again, I'd like to see where all of the salary increase requests are all under a single drop down. So you'd come over here, you'd come out here, you'd have another drop down, and then you'd come over here and you'd pick the kind of salary increase you'd want to do. Instead of having them all listed here, you could make this menu a lot smaller. This particular menu a lot smaller. Yeah, technical director. So it's under club vision. Club vision requests. Got it. That was an issue that I had in FM24. You had this list with like 12 things in it, and 8 of them were increased salaries. Increased salary for this position, increased salary for this position, increased salary for this position. It's like put those into another smaller drop down menu so that you can find the thing that you're looking for easier. I'm not looking to increase salaries, so I can skip right over that and go to the thing that I'm looking for. That is my suggestion to SI. I'm making a suggestion to SI. That is my suggestion to SI. That's it for today. Boom, boom. Let's see. Get this over here. That's there. That's over there. Here. It's interesting because I think yesterday when I was streaming, I think Lelujo may have been streaming also on Twitch and on YouTube. He had like a 3-hour stream. And I think the end of my stream, like maybe the last half hour or hour, may have overlapped the first hour of his stream. And because somebody asked him about there's somebody else streaming right now, and he must have known about it because he said, yeah, I don't mind being in competition basically with another streamer who's older than I am. I just don't want to be the oldest streamer of FM. So if there's somebody older streaming, that's fine with me. And I thought of myself, I thought, was he talking about me? I mean, I don't think my head is too big in thinking that he might have been talking about me. But yeah, I just thought his comment was interesting. Like, yeah, there is an older person right now streaming FM, and Lelujo acknowledged that and said, I don't mind that as long as they're older than me. I just don't want to be the oldest that's streaming FM. I like this. It shows you who's on trial. I know also you can see that through what the recruitment transfer activity. We have that listed here, but they don't show up. This is kind of weird because sometimes trialists will show up in here and sometimes they won't. I don't know. Chelmsford make Traore offer. Scouting update. on Sam, the one that we have that we're have a offer out to purchase him and get a transfer in, get him in on transfer. Is he part of this list? Is this six foci focuses? Oh, you know what? I said I was going to take a break at half hour, right? And I didn't. What is the plural of focus? It is foci or focuses. It's more common in scientific, mathematical, or philosophical contexts, while focuses is a more common and widely understood plural in general usage. Well, isn't Football Manager a philosophical discipline? Let's see. First team available players. Nobody. As part of our weekly staff meeting, I compiled a brief summary of my recruitment advice to send through to you. What's transfer in? You want to offer him a contract. Have we scouted him yet? No, we have not scouted him yet. So we are not offering him a contract. Is he in the scouting list? He's not. You say you're scouting him. He's not in the scouting list. I still need to figure out how to how to Do you want to create a set of requirements similar to Worthing's? We have 4 players that match Worthing's requirements. No, these are like all potential starters. How come they selected Worthing? Recruitment. Transfer room out. Transfer room in. Yes, I'd like to get players in on loan that have no, so here. Oh. Fullback's fine. Between the ages of 18 and 30. Probably a fringe player. Maybe an impact sub. Do a squad player. I'm doing the initial preparations for these requirements. Okay. We need also a central defender. We want them to be a no-nonsense center back. Loan between the ages of 15 or 18 and 30. Playing time Probably be a fringe player. Requirements for defensive midfielder. Box-to-box midfielder? Sure. Or how about a deep line playmaker? I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here. Fringe player? Sure. Oh, one more. Go for I don't know if anything that I just did anything, because this has not changed at all over here. Probably not. But what I want to do is I want to find players that are between the ages of 18 and 30 who will do any, but they're listed for loan. I just want to find all players. I want to find all players who are loan listed under any contract status. Minimum scouting grade would be like a B, maybe. Any role, any out of possession role between these ages. Add a condition. Apply. Oh, brother. Recruitment focuses, short list. Recruitment focuses. 11 players recommended. So but we don't. So now these guys have turned yellow. Oh, these guys are in on loan, right? Or on trial. Let's just go back out. Let's just start clicking. I don't know what I'm doing. At this time, we're unwilling to grant your request because we really don't care about winning. I requested it twice? Okay. They don't want two. They don't want two. They would have been happy if I had suggested one technical director, but they don't want two, so they rejected both of them. Development advice. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm okay with that since we didn't even have him scouted. So I feel like, let's see why. I feel like it's okay that he went there because he could prove to be a bomb. He could. Let's see if he. We'll see how he does at Boston. So these are the focuses, but let's look at training. Now I'm getting this. The game with Tiverton is right here. We have physical, outfield, overall, and that's it. Before the game at Tiverton. But back here, it seems like they're telling me that this is their match preparation. Oh, match prep. Match focus sessions are analysis team driven meetings delivered to your players. Allow your players to be better prepared during the phases of play you have focused on. Okay. So that's not so much in training then. It's match focus. Ah. Now I could add something here though and do something technical with ball retention. Moving the ball up the field. Yeah, let's do this one again. We did this last time when we won the game handily. What was the final score of the game? 3-0 against Swindon. How is everyone today? Offer made for Phillips. Okay. We do have some information on him. All right. What's the offer? Okay, so only sign him as a last resort. Then why is my general manager, Neil, why are you telling me to sign this kid when it says here only sign him as a last resort? I haven't even gone in and looked at my. Can't praise them yet. Well, I'll tell you what. If all these guys are the worst in training, I'll take it. I'll take that every day. Okay. I need to go into tactics, which I could also get to from here. Um, Now see, shots from distance discourage, but we had 8 shots from distance in the last game. So I want to be patient, work the ball into the box, don't shoot from distance. Hayfield is in. Who would come in for Hayfield? Morgan. Yeah, Jay, we're going to take Jay out of here because he's injured. I don't have any other players to put in here. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I guess I could bring Cook in on the bench, right? Bring Cook in on the bench. Even though he's injured, he might be okay tomorrow. Probably should get rid of some forwards. Got a lot of forwards. He's loan listed. Morgan's loan listed. Edwards is a youth player. Transfer listed. He's wanted by New Saints. Offer made. I've made an offer for 23-year-old Josh Okacha. I cover at center back. We do need cover at center back. Let's see what our I mean, he come in as a playable center back. Now, if I go in, he's a free agent. If I go in, unwilling to enter contract negotiations. Okay, that's fine. Fitness tests. It's good because he's going to be starting. He's not starting. He's not starting. But um, he's starting. So let's go into this kid, Okacha. I don't know if I want to sign him though. Oh, wait. What, did I just cancel that one? I wasn't looking at it properly. Fringe player who could still improve. He's a good Enterprise South player, a good Skybet League 2 player. Does he have an agent? Or technique? Fairly inconsistent performer. Fairly susceptible to injuries. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pass on that one. We don't need another player to get injured come into the squad. I had one player last year. I had one player in my FM24 Torquay save that we brought him in either as a loan or as a transfer, and he didn't play for the club for like 2 months. He got injured. He was injured for like a month, and then he went back into training. He got injured again for like a couple of weeks. He went back into training. He got injured again. I mean, he came in. He did not play for us for like 2 months. Crazy. The deal fell through for Tim Jellicoe-Smith. We hammer Tiverton 5-3. Gave up 3 goals. I wouldn't call that a hammering. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the manager. It was 4-1 by halftime. Okay. And then it was 4-3, and we just won it in the we just won it in the well, we won the game. We were winning 4-3. We finished it off in the 85th minute. I would not call that a hammering. But what do I know? Like I say, what do I know? No, we're starting to get some responses. A total of 8 people responded to your advertisement for a new Torquay coach. You may now begin contract negotiations with the persons you feel best suited to the job. You can continue to advertise for the position until it's filled, or you can stop at this point if you wish. We're just looking for a regular coach. He's good authority, good determination, reasonable motivating. Unsuited to be a fitness coach. Okay. Let's go. Foyle wants the Torquay job. I thought you should be aware that you're being linked with the Torquay job. Who is Foyle? That's why Ashley Foyle's up here, maybe? Joe Hart. We did in my other Torquay FM26 save. We got Gareth Bale in as a coach. Joe Hart should be a goalkeeping coach though, right? Not just a regular coach. Maybe I could move him to I probably would have to fire. Now, I'm pretty sure that I've left it to recruit directors, first team staff recruitment. I've left all that up to Neil Warnock, right? So if I just let this go, Neil will pick the best person, right? I hope he does. So Neil, it's all up to Neil. Maybe Neil's already done it, and I just haven't. I haven't been up that far in the list yet. 4 or 5 goals have been scored from positions close to the penalty spot. Yeah. No long range shots, please. We've turned 74 entries into the final third and had 20 shots on goal, getting a good number of touches off of the ball in the opposition's penalty area. Allowed 35 entries into our final third to develop into 7 shots on goal. We've scored none of our 11 shots attempted from outside the penalty area. That's why I don't want you shooting from outside the penalty area. How many long shots did you have? 3. No, 11? Oh, come on, game. Come on. This is broken. It's broken. Hello, it's broken. I have this set. Shots from distance. Discourage. I have it set to discourage shots from distance. And what's happening? 11 shots from outside the area. Oh, brother. Come on, game. We've sold 1,200 season tickets. We want us to sell another 400. We'll quit shooting from long range. Work the ball into the box. Joe Wallace. My Wallace or Joe Wallace? He's 20 years old. Look by first team. Scouting required. Well, are you going to scout him then? He's a goalkeeper. I don't need a goalkeeper. Where does it tell me what he is? It doesn't tell me on here anywhere. I have now finished scouting Joe Wallace. Why are we scouting goalkeepers? I don't need a goalkeeper. Why are you scouting all these goalkeepers, game? Oh, come on, game. Come on. Look at, I don't need a goalkeeper. Gosh. I've tried to delete this. How do you delete these focuses? Create a new, okay, I just clicked on edit recruitment focus. This says create a new recruitment focus. No, I want to edit. Okay, I have to edit this up here. Create a new recruitment focus. No, I want to edit the recruitment focus. It won't let me delete it. So I've got my team. I've got my team doing this focus, and I don't need it. How do I delete this? Come on, game. I tried to delete this before because I don't need a goalkeeper. And it just would not stop doing it. Frustrating. Frustrating. Ad start in 13 minutes. I will be taking a break, getting up and walking around a little bit. Training. Let's go to training. Make sure we've got our team bonding set up. We do. Taunton, team selection device. Sure, use that. Fine. Regular news roundup. Boston are Bailey's first club. Oh, he played for them? I think when I looked at his career, yeah, it said he played for Southampton. So what does that mean? That's his first club. They still want me to make Matt J the captain. He's injured. I don't want to make him the captain. Scouting update. Recruitment foci. Anybody know? Okay, how do you delete a recruitment focus? We're going out. Okay, I'm getting something from a message from Google. How do I delete recruitment focuses? When you have information about there are active ones, you can stop them by the X, and there are finished ones, they just stay. Why won't it let you delete that? This is in 24. Yeah, for now you can't. FM, allow us to delete recruitment focuses, especially ones that are ongoing, that are in progress. We changed our mind. We want to delete it. We don't want that to happen anymore. Okay? We've signed a player. We don't need our scouts to keep scouting players. Just give them a phone call. Hello, yeah, we just signed this guy, so you can come back in because we don't need you to scout that guy anymore. Okay? Crying out loud. Just common sense. Joe Cook. He is what, 5'5"? Wait. He's a central defender. He's 5'5". What? What? Why would you even scout this guy? Why would you even scout him? Paul, you are 6'3". Yes. It would be a terrific signing. But you actually have a club now, and I think, yeah, this game is something else. Good response to Torquay Chief Scouted. He wants the Torquay job. Fitness coach advert. He wants. Torquay injury update. Matt J is expected to be out for 4 weeks to 2 months. Can we get an update? We've been through a week, right? When did he get injured? We've been through at least a week. Expected to return in 3 weeks to 5 weeks, right? No, 3 weeks to 7 weeks. Match day tactics. I got to use this button up here. Okay, tactics, team shape. Let's go in with quick picking the best 11. Of course, Jay won't be in there because Jay is injured. So we're going to have Hayfield back in there again. How you doing, Hay? Hey. Remove from position. We are going to flip these guys over. Crash. Not combined. Possession. Okay, so now it actually changed it. Too much distance. Okay, Watson and Lund. Okay, I guess I can get these guys to play, right? Because they're trialists. I want to get these other guys in also to play. I'm missing a player here. I'm missing my two. Why aren't these guys in here? They can play, right? They're trialists. They can play in preseason. Watson. So who do I want to play for Watson? We're going to pick him. Matty Lund. Where is number 6? No. Are these guys any good? His current ability. Defensive midfielder. Well, I'd like them to play in the match day squad. In place of but they're not showing up in here. I don't understand. It's because it's I guess I don't get it. So what I have trialists, and I was able to play trialists in the last game, and I was able to play trialists in FM in my first Torquay save, and I was able to play trialists in preseason games in my last in FM24. This is not allowing me to play trialists. I don't know why. Okay, I want Hayfield here, but I don't want you in. Oh, I know why. Because I have this set. That's why. All right, so now that's fixed. So now I've got 3, 6, 9, 3. Yeah, I got my 2 defensive backs. Okay. 2 defensive midfielders in there. We have Whittingham, and who's the other Whitting? Worthington. I knew that filter was going to cause me problems at some point. I knew it was. Do I have any other players that are here on loan? No, I don't. I wish that when I clicked here and I selected all players, it would only show me the players that aren't picked yet, not all of the players. Does it really matter right now if I pick somebody in the S4 position or in the S12 position? I just want to go to, I just want it to let me pick players that haven't been picked yet. So I make sure I get everybody in the squad in here. Did everybody get it? So is everybody picked now? Well, let's go back up to quick pick. Okay. Jay's coming out for Hayfield. We've got Lund, Watson, and then we're going to play Whittingham over here. We still only have one. I believe this is all the players that I have. I've got 25 players. Oh, how many players do I have? Does it tell me if I go over here? Does it tell me how many players I have? No, I have to count, I guess. So I've got what, 24 players. Can Watson play a deep lying playmaker? He can. Let's have you do that. You can play defensive midfielder. Hayfield, you can play advanced playmaker. Or you can play channel midfielder. Let's have you play channel midfielder. And then you can play deep lying playmaker. Okay, add start. Oh, add break started. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in a minute. I am back. Thank you for the break. We'll get back into the game. Just bought a book yesterday on Kindle, for Kindle. And I bought the book. And it's asking me, still thinking about this book? Well, I'm thinking about reading it because I own it now. Well, I don't own it. I own a license to use it, to read it. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not get it. It's like I don't get this game sometimes. Oh, okay, so we're set up like this. Who could I bring in for? Let's bring Palmer in because Dyer's kind of coming back from injury. Let's see. Now, I do have the team instructions to be discourage shots from distance. Work the ball into the box. That's what we're trying to achieve. Okay, guys? He's getting familiar. He's getting familiar with it. These guys are not. Why aren't these guys getting familiar with the... Oh, why isn't he? Hayfield, do I really want him to be transfer listed? He's only $675 a week. He's unlikely to improve at his age, but I really can't afford to lose him, can I? I'm not sure if I can or not. We made an offer for Rodwell Grant. He is a 16-year-old. You've made an offer for him. He could be a player to keep an eye on in the future. Okay. Transfer value 0. Current ability is a half. Only sign him as a last resort. Didn't I, when I set up the staff, didn't I basically tell Neil Warnock to set up an under 18 team? Okay. Under 18, under 18, under 18. That's all Neil's job there. Under 18, under 18. Yeah. Finalize player signings for Torquay under 18s. Okay. So you can initiate player sales. You can initiate player sales. You can initiate player signings for the first team. But I want you to take care of, Neil, I want you to take care of all the under 18 stuff. Okay? For the under 18s. You got it? So this is kind of your, this is your area here. Maybe I'm just not understanding that part of it or something. Matthew Whittington, he's our trialist. He's our trialist. Okay, he got injured against Taunton. We hammered them 4-0. Okay. When's the first game of the season? I think it's the 9th then. Yeah, Enfield Town on the 9th. We hammered them. How many shots did we take from distance? We took 12. Game. Game. Come on, game. Is that because it's being managed by is that because it's being managed um by my assistant manager? Is that why that's happening? Is that why that's happening? Because I'm not managing it? And so the assistant's going like, "Yeah, shoot from midfield. It's just a friendly. Let's have some fun." Hey, blessed, how's it going? Oh man, are you in here? Yeah, you just looks like you just came in. How's it going, blessed? Yeah, I'm just having some fun with the game here. I have in my tactics. I got to get used to using the bookmarks over here. So I could be like way over here, and I could just go right to tactics right there. But in my tactics, I'm telling the team in the final third, discourage long shots. I don't want you taking shots from distance. Be patient. Work the ball into the box. Pretty simple instructions. Now I know I'm not managing the team. um, I'm not managing the team during the friendlies, but if we come over to our last friendly match, which we did win 4-0, and we look at the stats, we took 12 long shots. I'm like, no, I don't want you taking long shots, but we did win 4-0. And maybe that's because the assistant manager was telling the players, yeah, go ahead and take a long shot. It's okay. Biff isn't here. He's out playing golf today. We'll take care of it. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Interesting. It's kind of funny in an interesting way. Oh, we have somebody coming in. Who's Hamlet? Key findings. We've impressively restricted the opposition to no goals at all from 18 touches in our penalty area. Turned 81 entries into the final third and 19 shots on goal. Conceded none of the tennis shot from inside our penalty area. Allowed 65 entries into our final third to develop into 11 shots. Regained possession well in central areas of our own third of the pitch despite often losing it there. So we lose it, but we gain possession. That's not good that we often lose possession in our own third of the pitch. So I want to look at a shot map. I want to look at a shot map. Wow, look at this. I I think nobody told the programmer that they could actually just cap this out to like two decimal places. What are they going for here? They're looking for pi to show up here or something. I don't know what these numbers are though. The player maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Our best XG is like right from the penalty spot, looks like. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at a. Yeah, they don't explain what you're looking at. It's like, uh, and there's two shot map things. Shot map, shot map. Okay. This is reported by Colin Hamlet. Now, oh, isn't that? Yeah, that's the guy that just came in. Okay. Development advice. I'm pleased to report that there is currently a very good atmosphere in the locker room, although it might be worth asking Matt Worthington if he can think of any issues which could affect things in the near future. Hey, Matt, what's going on in the locker room that I don't know about that I don't want to know about? Let's stir up some dirt. Like, no, I'm not going to stir the pot. You crazy? Not in this game. Not in this game. Hamlet's close to signing for Torquay. He's the one who developed this report for us. He's the one who developed this report, but he's not really telling me anything. Last match. Okay, last match. Where's the shot? This is their team. This is us. Why wouldn't it just come up with us? Why would it come up with the home team? I want to see what our stats are. We had some really good performances. What about the new guys? We used a lot of substitutes. Whittington got injured. He was a 6.7. What about our two midfielders? I guess I could look at them in the Matty Lund had 67 tackles. Oh, 67%? 60%? Come on, game. Put the percent symbol in there. So people or tackles completed percent. So people immediately know what they're looking at. They're not going, "Oh, this guy completed 100 headers?" I mean, come on. I mean, I think SI, one thing SI does not think about, and you can tell that they don't think about this. They don't think about the brand new player coming into the game, somebody who's never played the game before. They don't think about them in any of this stuff. They just like throw you to the interface and go, figure it out. Watch 100 hours of YouTube videos, and then you might be able to play the game. I mean, it's just. Okay, corners. Folston took 6 corners, and that's it. Well, it shows you the time of the event. I wonder if you can click on it and watch the event. No. Goalkeeping. Why do you have to list all the players when you click on goalkeeping? You should just have the two goalkeepers, right? Just saying. It would simplify things. Do I really need to know how my defensive midfielder played in goal? I don't. I don't. Okay, I'm done there. Yeah. And what's kind of sad is they don't think about it from year to year to year. They don't think about we're going to have we want new players to play our game. We want people that have never played the game before to see somebody streaming it like me, streaming it. We want somebody who's watching somebody stream it. They're watching for the first time and they're like, wow, this game looks cool. I love football. I've never heard about this game. But they don't do things to help the new player get acclimated to the game. I mean, it's some of this stuff is just mind-boggling. Like that, like the percentage thing. Just tell me it's a percentage. When I first looked at it, I was like, I mean, it took me a few seconds to go, well, it's got to be a percentage. I don't know. Just Heather Brewster. The adverb position chief scout has been withdrawn as the position has been filled. Right, right. There's going to be a lot of women. I would think there's going to be a lot of women who are fans of MLS who are like, they're thinking while they're watching the game, you know, hey, I'd love to be able to coach this team because I would do this, 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 and this. And now they have a chance to do it. But is the game going to help them along? No, it doesn't. Yeah, they want a new audience. And it's a World Cup coming up. There's going to be people that have never played the game, but they want to manage their country in the World Cup. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, if they buy FM24 or 23 or 22 or 21, it's going to be the same experience. It's going to be the same thing. I mean, I've learned from watching videos, but basically I've learned also from just basically jumping in on the deep end and trying to swim because there's just so much. It is. It's a fun game. It's a very fun game. Frustrating at times when you're so my first FM26 save, my starting goalkeeper got injured for 2 months. Then I started up a save as Torquay. I started up a save as Chelsea. Moises Caicedo, he got injured for 2 months. This save right here in the first week and a half, 2 weeks of the game, my best player, my starting attacking midfielder, my central midfielder, he got injured for 1 to 2 months. It's like, it's too predictable. It's too predictable. I mean, it's got to be I would say from my experience now, and I haven't gone through, I could do it 100 times. I could try starting the game over with different teams 100 times and find out what the percentage is, but I'm not going to do that. But it's got to be like 70 to 80% chance that a starting player on your team is going to be injured for an extended period of time right from the beginning of the game. That's been my experience. So if somebody asked me, I'd say, yeah, one of your best players is going to get injured for a couple of months as soon as you start a new save. Good response to Torquay Physio advert. Brill wants the job. Scout advert. Griffiths wants the job. Staffing advice. For the weekly staff meeting, I compile a brief summary of my staffing advice to send through to you. Who wants to go? We should always be looking to improve the experience. Go and complete a Continental Pro license course. I don't have a Continental Pro license course yet. Now see, it doesn't give you the option. It doesn't give you the option. It just says apply all advice or send on coaching course. It should give you the option. Send on coaching course. Don't send on coaching course. Instead of just leaving it open, because you're going to get this message next time. Next time they give you scouting advice, it's going to, or next time they give you staff advice, the same message is going to come up because you can't say no. Build up. That's fine. Oh, so I finally found out what this is. So what this is telling me is that they want to do a focus on build up, play in possession, and use a high press in possession. Out of possession. This is match prep. So I always thought they were telling me basically go into your training. And set one of your training days, set one of your training slots to work on those things or one of those things. But that's not what it is. Those things are related to match focus. That's why you don't change match focus down here. But what it's telling you is that over here, this is what your match focus, they're suggesting your match focus should be. So, and that is under, I don't know. Oh, next match preparation right here. So I don't know. See, this is a thing that I have with all computer games, not just FM, all computer games. Continuity in language, continuity in descriptions of things. So right here, they call it match focus. They're analysis-driven meetings delivered to your players. They're not training sessions. They're analysis-driven meetings, and they show up in your training. They show up in your training the day before a match. Match focus. Okay. But if that's what it is, then over here, you should call it match focus. Match focus. You shouldn't call it match preparation because that can continuity, calling things the same thing everywhere in your computer program. That's like computing 101. So people don't think, oh, this is different. Match preparation, down here it says match focus. No, it's match focus. So that's what that is. You can choose what your match focus is going to be. So now as far as that goes in my tactic, they're probably going to want us to do in the final third, out of possession. Let's look at opposition instructions to see who we're playing against. Callum Osmond is a 5'10". Thomas is 6'1". Reese is 5'5". So what we want to do is when we go into our tactics out of possession, we want to do a pressing trap outside. We want to trap players outside if they're smallish, like 5'10". We want to trap players inside if they're bigger. That's what my understanding was from FM24. Trap outside. We want to do short goalkeeper distribution. What was the other one that we wanted to do besides the they wanted to do high press and build up. Focus on build up play. Okay, so let's go back to tactics. In possession, focus on build up. So this one let me select play through press here, but when I clicked on here, it didn't select it. It's not selecting it. This one's letting me select here. It's let me selecting here. It's let me selecting here, but then when I click on this, it's not selecting it. That's a bug. I mean, SI, if you want to send somebody into my stream to watch me, I'm finding probably about half a dozen bugs every couple of hours that I play the game. So yeah, I mean, if I can click here and then click here, I should be able to click here and then click down here. And now it let me. Okay. Now it's not letting me. I have to click multiple times. It's buggy. Yeah. They should still have the reports bug feature until they're only cleaning up like 24 bugs a week or a dozen bugs a week. But until then, they should still have that feature there because that is kind of buggy. Now I can't select this one from here. Bugged. So, who are we playing? Celtic B? Let's play through the press. Oh, that's the only thing they did on launch day was remove the report bugs feature, remove the beta watermark, remove the ability to submit bugs. Just sheer incompetence, arrogance, if you ask me. You have to go to their website's forum to post bugs. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'll let other people do it. They did fix the bug where, so when I was playing yesterday, I was mousing over these and it's still doing it now. Oh no, it's coming up messages, first team. Yesterday, it would only show the tooltip after you clicked on the icon, the bookmark icon. If you moused over it, it didn't show the tooltip until you clicked on it. But when you clicked on it, the tooltip would show up, but then it would take you to that spot. And like, no, I didn't want to go there. I just wanted to see what the tooltip is. Now it's showing you the tooltip. So that's one of those things where they fixed something and then something else got bugged. Who is Celtic B? And why are we playing them? So this must be a Celtic B team, right? Ronan Ferns is out with a calf strain. Matt J's out with a calf muscle strain. Okay, so we're going to look at them again, right? Let's go to tactics, opposition instructions. Callum is 5'10". We don't know his preferred foot. Probably don't know anybody's preferred foot. But they'll probably give us some type of information. Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter anyways because I'm not managing the game. Head of sports science. Ed A wants the job. Team selection advice. Yeah, sure. Offer made for Drummond. Sure. Rodwell Grant, close to joining under 18s. Sure. He joins the under 18s. Okay. All right. So I have my GM, Neil Warnock. He is trying to assemble an under 18 team. Fee is 0. He's probably not going to be under contract because he's only 16 years old. Oh, he's getting 70 a week. So that's probably going to affect my finances. Where does it show my salary? Yeah, so now I only have like $400 in salary available. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to move money out of scouting into scouting. Bug, get out of here, bug. Recruitment budgets. So I can take money from scouting. Where was I? Yeah, I'm only doing Enterprise North South. Available. Oh, I guess I can take money out of transfer budget, put it into wage budget. Just transfer budget. Oh. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. I actually I played the beta, and the first time I clicked on report bug, it took me to the website, but there was like no form that popped up, how they usually will. A lot of times games will do that. They'll actually give you a form to fill out. And then when you fill it out, you tell it what kind of bug it is, interface bug or whatever, UI bug. It'll tell you, you describe mousing over bookmark icons does not show the tooltip. And it'll send it to the proper section of their bug squashing team. And it'll basically file it for you in there. Well, this one, it just took me to almost like a forums list. And, you had to scroll down to try to find what forum it needed to go into and all that. I'm just like, forget it. I'm not going to spend 10 minutes reporting a bug that should only take me a minute to report. Yeah, they are. They're doing a lot to fix the game, but it had 2 years. They had 2 years. I mean, if you you come up with an idea that you want the game to be tile based, right? You want the game to be tile based. You still need a messages list. You want tiles or cards, whatever they call them, whatever they call these things. Ads are starting in 19 minutes and 54 seconds. You want these tile things. So looking at FM24, how long does it take you to like build this screen, to design this screen right here, your portal? How long does it take you to design that screen? And I don't mean like final design. I don't mean coding or anything, just designing it. 5 minutes? You know, we want this on there. We want this. 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 5 minutes? You just get a piece of paper and you make rough boxes and you put in there the name of it. See all news. Next opposition report. Matches. These are all going to be clickable so that you can dive deeper into whatever those things are. Then you go to the squad screen. Okay. All right. So what's our main squad string? I mean, a day, maybe you brainstorm for like a day and you get this basic design of what you want to do. They had 2 years. They had 765, 730 days. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like the game. I'm not trying to hammer them or anything. Right. They did have even longer. I like the game. I'm not coming down that hard on the game, but that there's so many bugs and there's so many fixes and stuff. I mean, I saw one on today on Steam. Yeah, I've got the change list right here from this and it's a non-exhaustive change list. Non-exhaustive. It's not everything they fixed. It's some of the things that they fixed, which has about 40 or 50 lines on it. One of them was, and remember, one of the first things they changed was, and they emphasized that they were changing things that were like the most important things to change right from the beginning. One of the first things they changed was that too many players were coming out of the field during matches wearing a mohawk. I'm like, really? That was like one of your top priority items to fix? But this new one here, which is what's today? Today's the 14th. So the game was released 10 week and a half ago. Fixed a crash on M1/Intel Max when attempting to start a match. That sounds like that would be a very important thing to fix. Now, maybe it wasn't happening. Maybe it wasn't happening until recently, where there was when you were trying to start a match that Macs were crashing. But yeah, if that has been around for a while, that's like one that should have been addressed like right away. Not the Mohawks, not the players with the Mohawks. Anyways, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm having fun with the game. I like it. I haven't had any crashes. I did have it appeared to be a lockup when I was trying to click on something and it just locked up. And what's my so my CPU right now, I'm not having any issues with my CPUs. So, yeah, I do too. I think the game has a lot of potential. Yep, FM27. So what they're doing now is they are fixing problems. They're fixing bugs in FM26 so that when FM27 comes out, it'll be a lot less buggy because this is going to be the same game except for some tweaks, maybe some additions to the game that when FM27 comes out. Right. I mean, they've talked about players want certain things back in the game that they've taken out. They actually had to, part of what they updated was the patch to continue button legacy mode. Don't continue the game until all messages are read. I think this is the one too where you can hit the space bar to continue to the next day or to read the next message or something. But I just clicked, yeah, I don't want to continue the game until I've read all the messages. Now I did just hit the space bar and it did advance to the next time period. Now I thought I set these guys up to trial for 2 weeks. It hasn't been 2 weeks. Promotion odds. Where are we? We're 5-1. Dorkings 6-5. We are 11-4. So we are we're picked to come in third. So that's what the board wants. They want us to get in the playoffs. Training review. Can I praise these players yet? Now, I did find out, I think yesterday, you can't praise them during preseason. You know why you can't? Because look at, even though they're playing in preseason games, it looks like they're still on vacation. Where was that thing that showed they were on vacation? Anyways, you can't praise them during preseason. So this guy is very good. He is defensive midfielder. He's 34 years old. We'd only be able to sign him to a year contract. He probably is going to want a lot of money. Watson is 32. He's going to want a lot of money. He's 4 stars. But he's not a defensive midfielder. He's not. I don't know why I brought him in. He can play defensive midfield. He'd be in a 3.5-star deep lying playmaker. But I can't spend all of my money. He's a winger. So Lund, he's 34 years old. Passing, tackling, technique. I mean, he's really good. Do we have any idea of what his do we have any idea what he's going to want for money? He was on a part-time contract. It'd be nice though to get somebody who's like a It'd be nice to get somebody who is a defensive midfielder. But I mean, he could play up here also. So that would not be bad. Well, let's talk to him. He's going to want a lot of money. And I don't have that much. He wants to be a star player. Come on, man. Be a regular starter. Wants to see progress made toward the club's long-term ambitions, gain promotion. Maybe next year. We're going to take that one out. You're 34 years old. Why do you want long-term ambitions? You should want a paycheck next week is what you should want. You should want a paycheck next week. That's what you should be looking for. Oh, that's what's telling me the money that's available. Okay. You're not going to be a star player, dude. You can be a regular starter. He's going to leave. See ya. See you, Maddie. Nice talking to you. Oh, man. I am looking for... Blessed, maybe you could help me with this. I am looking for how to find... I'm trying to find zero-cost loans. Ask assistant to assign. Come on. Assign a shirt. $30. Give me a break, game. Give me a break. The list has been submitted. Okay. Leave me alone. I need to find out how to find players that teams want to let out on loan for no money. I gotta try to find this. I did a search today. How can I permanently delete? I want to show you. So I had my recruitment focus. Okay, I had a recruitment focus for a. There was one in here for a goalkeeper. I don't need a goalkeeper, but there was one in there for goalkeeper. You can't delete these things. So what's the first thing that my scouts did when I started hiring scouts? They went out and they scouted 5 different goalkeepers. I don't need a goalkeeper, but it won't let you delete. It won't let you delete focuses. It's crazy. You can't just, I cannot go in here and go to these in progress ones and delete them. I can't. Won't let me. But I do need to. And I'm also trying to find, I'd like to create a set of requirements. I'd like to find players that want to come in on loan between the ages of 18 and 30. Playing time, any. I'll just put any. That want to come in as a defensive midfielder. Any role on loan between these ages, playing time, any playing time. It doesn't show up over here. Where are the things that I'm looking at? It says right here, requirements. I'm doing the initial preparations for these requirements. This is what I tried to do this like a week ago in game, a week ago, and it's been a week and there's nothing here. There's nothing here. I don't get it. Maybe that's a feature that's not working. It says edit filter. How come you can click on cards and it brings up the player's card, but then when you click on list, it still highlights cards? I don't get it. I don't get it. Didn't I have this guy on loan? Let me ask him, approach him to sign. Hi, Ryan. You'd like to be a star player too. I thought so. It's what's recommended. Sure. We'll say you can be a star player. Negotiate contract. Yeah, he wants $2,400 a week. I can't give you $2,400 a week, dude. That's why I want to try to find loans. But how do I find loans? Agent offers. I don't. It won't let me modify this. Transfer value. I want to see loans. Yes, he already set this up here. Requested reports. It's just, some of this stuff is just, it's just, it really is. The board won't let me hire a technical director so that I could use a technical director to go find players. I can't do that. Or a director of football, because the board won't let me hire a director of football. I'm afraid what the board is going to do, or what I'm afraid what I'm gonna have to change this. I'm gonna have to take control of this because if I don't, Neil Warnock is going to try to build an under 18s team that he's going to spend all my payroll on building an under 18s team. Now you can initiate signings. But I have a feeling if I let him try to, because I don't have an under 18s team. My under 18s team, it had one player on it. And I moved him to the senior squad because he was like 17 and there was only one player there. So I'm like, well, I'll let Neil Warnock, the general manager, build an under 18s team. But if I do that, he's going to use up all of my payroll budget building an under 18s team. Now you can initiate signings here, but then I get to negotiate and finalize. Incoming offers for first team players. Loan offers for young players not in the first team squad. Find and sign young players for the future. That's going to be me, and me. Okay, confirm all that. Player database. Scouted players only. Okay. Player interest. Any. Excuse me. Woo. Any position, any role, any age, any grade, any contract status, any loan or transfer status. Apply. Okay. 1,753 players. Nice. Now, what if I put in here loan only? Interested. 656 players. Okay. Salary. Club cannot currently assure him the playing time he wants. Do I have knowledge of any of these players? These are the kind of players I'd like my staff to look at. I have extensive knowledge of Fouad Sissé. He is a wingback on the left. I've got pretty good knowledge of him. He's 21 years old. He's strong on his left foot. He's got acceleration, agility, and natural fitness, so he can play in the gegenpress. Wow, look at his determination. Teamwork, work rate, crossing is good. Marking. Okay. He isn't far off first team level. He could play fullback over there. Okay. I can actually play him as a wingback. Does he have an agent? How do I find out if he has an agent? Can I give him a trial? Now, as soon as I give him a trial, other teams are going to go for him. Zero interested clubs. Base fee. Offer wages up to $270 per week for this player. Future fees cannot be set if this player has less than a year left on their contract. Salary contract expires. You have less than a year left on his contract, or if the league rules will not permit it. Right. All right. It's true. Yeah, it's true. You look at a player and then 5 other clubs come in for him. Look at 0 interested clubs. Oh, great. There's no tooltip. There's no tooltips. I mean, all you had to do was take the tooltip out of FM24 and put it into FM26. Come on, game. This always tripped me up. I want them to pay 100%. Don't require playing salary contribution, playing wage percentage. Agreed playing time. He can be a starter. He can be a wingback. He can play in cup matches, cannot be terminated. Monthly contribution, $270 a week. But yeah, this one keeps tripping me up. Okay, so if I said I wanted them to pay half of it, no, he's not going to be an important player. He can be a regular starter. I'll pay the full salary. Let's see if they'll let me get away with this. Doesn't have to be. He's only 21 years old. Okay. Okay, make offer. All right. So hopefully that's left backup handled. Now, how do I get back to where I was? Because I don't remember. Okay. Anybody else that we know about? Ooh. Declan Rose. He is a fullback, no nonsense center back. He's only 2 stars, only 19. Breakthrough prospect. He's not far from first team. Oh, let's see. What about Declan Rose? Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, he's right. He can play right side and center back. That would be ideal. That would be ideal. Let's make an offer for him. It said we had really good Okay, you can be a starter. Two interested clubs. Now, because I'm saying he's not an important player, he could. Well, let's see. Where's my squad planner? Okay, Jay's playing out here. Ed Palmer can play up in midfield. So this guy wants to be an important player, but my other two guys are only regular starters. How about 50%? How about 60? I'll go one above. No, you're not going to be an important player, dude. Now, I bet you if I give them the full amount, they will let him come over as a regular starter. Told you. As long as I gave them the money that they wanted, they're going to be okay with whether he's a regular starter or an important player. So that could actually fix um, this right here. This guy is Owen Dore. He's only 2 stars, but he could also play central midfield, but only 1.5 stars. Let's see who else. Let's go here. He's injured. Now, I think there was a way that you could tell if a team was willing to let a player go for if a team was going to let a player go for a 0. I like this guy. He's 19. Declan was only 23. Fuad is only 21. If we could get these guys in on loan and then maybe sign them for next year. We have extensive knowledge on Rose and on this guy. Dore. Dore says we have extensive knowledge. He is potentially, what, 4.5 stars? Hmm. So with this, we've taken care of a center back position and a right winger position. With this, now why did this? Oh, because it's the one I selected. We've taken care of left wing, and with this, we could take care of another center back position and a central midfield position. Only 1.5 stars though. So he is potentially 3 stars. And he's only 19 years old. Could improve slightly. Fairly slow player. Peripheral figure in the squad. He would show up here. Why would he show up here? Maybe we'll keep an eye on him. Okay, so those are not those are not zero cost loans, but they're low cost loans if they go through. They may not go through, so who knows. They've accepted it. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to offer him a contract right now. He's going to come in on a loan. So where was that news? This is actioned out. So why is it still showing up as a task? I thought it didn't it bring up a story about that we had captured that guy, that player. Can't drag this up. That's weird. Messages. I don't know where that message went. Torquay outlined loan intentions for Rose. Money often emerged they believed to be discuss terms of loan deals should like prove financially favorable to the club. Well, not really. We have to pay his full salary. He's extremely keen on the move. Good. So come on over. Now watch, it'll tell me that he signed with another club. He's extremely keen on the move, but he's going to wind up with somebody else who comes in at the last minute. Now, why isn't this showing me any new messages? Is this all just happening today, I guess? They've accepted the loan offer for Declan Rose. All right. It's interesting because when I clicked on his name, it says that his preferred position is defender. When you click on his name, um, it comes up with defender on the right, not central defender. It's still showing fitness tests. Yeah, he's 23-year-old center back. But when you click on his name, it says like his preferred position is defender on the right, not center back. So I don't know. It's weird. Maybe that's his best position because he's 2.5 stars at that position, but he wants to be a center back someday. Torquay held to a draw. You guys didn't even give me an offer to did you guys even ask me if I wanted to do team selection? Or maybe I didn't look at it. Maybe I just clicked on something. Well, Celtic B, so it's like the B team from Celtic. I'm not sure how that works out. 0-0 draw, we didn't score. How many shots did we take from range? 4 long shots. 4. That's better. We had, look at that. So we had almost 5 times the XG and couldn't get it done. Yeah. 5 times the XG and couldn't score. They must have a really good goalkeeper. That's all I've got to say about that. I gotta finish my Belvita. My Belvita, I've still got 2 left. That shows you how much I'm into the game. I'm really focused. Mm-hmm. They want 200 more season tickets sold. I'll be outside. I'll be going door to door. I would. That'd be fun. In Torquay, England. Go door to door. Knock on people's doors. Hi, I'm the head coach of the Torquay Gulls. And we are selling season tickets. Are you interested? We're hoping to get promoted this year through the playoffs. Sure. How much? It's $2,000. Huh? Sure. Havant and Waterloo. They're not in a league? They're not currently in a league. Turkey trials finish. Our first game of the season. See, my under 18 squad, I have 1 player in my under 18s. Regular news roundup. Coaching advice. Suitable captains. Make him the captain? No. I don't want to rock the boat. Here's the thing. In the first media event, when they introduced me as the head coach or whatever, they asked me, do you want, are you going to are you going to keep Matt Worthington as your captain? I'm like, yeah, he's been doing fine as a captain. I'm going to keep him as a captain. But then they're bugging me. Psst, 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 psst. Jay really should be captain because he's been here longer. Although it's quite close, making a change doesn't come out without risks. Matt Jay is captain. Yeah, stir up the locker room. Stir it up. That's what this game wants you to do. Stir it. Stir it. Stir it up. Let's have a little bit of controversy. I'm like, no, I don't want any controversy. I want a team that wants to come together as a team. Seb Drummond has come into the team at $230 per week. Full-time contract. He's what, 18-year-old center back. Is he any good? Did anybody scout him? Oh, we're scouting him now. He's 6'1". We're scouting him. But yeah, he's in the team now. I'm going to delay the transfer. Scout him. Scout him. Okay. Do I have a drop frame, you know? Okay. Okay, this guy I want come in. All recruitment focuses are currently in progress. Okay, so I can set up another recruitment focus because we have one unassigned scout. He's agreed a deal to join the club. He's got a clean bill of health. Yes. Now, this guy was just a okay. This is what used to happen in 24. This player is being scouted by Neil Warnock, and the report will be available shortly. Well, it better be because I am not signing him, and I'm not letting you sign him to a contract until he's been scouted. The board is excited to sign him on loan. The fans are angry about wasting a loan spot on a player who isn't close to being good enough yet. Hey, what's up? He probably knows what his responsibilities are. I don't see why not. I'd be happy to introduce him to the club and to the squad. Thank you, Sam, for being a good egg. I've made an offer for 16-year-old Andrzej Samut. He could be a player to keep an eye on in the future. It looks like he's had some scouting. Okay. So what are we doing here, Neil? What are we doing here? Rodwell Grant stands out in Torquay under 18's win. These are all, we have one player on the team, and the rest of the players are new gens. They're friendly. Nice. So let's see now as a recruitment squad planner where he plays out over here. So Folston, so he will be like a platoon player. We'll platoon him in. So we'll see. Now, I'm not sure. I think I signed him as a regular starter, but we'll see. Okay, let's see the first question. Megan Burridge, BBC Radio Devon. What does it mean for the club to have signed Fuad Cisse? What does it mean? It means we've signed Fuad Cisse. Takes time to settle in. It's always satisfying to conclude transfer business, and this is no exception. You must be pleased to have secured Fuad Cisse's services for this season on loan. Will Cisse be able to give Turkey a decisive edge in big matches? How do you expect the squad to respond to signing of Cisse? I'm convinced the signing will provide a boost to everyone at the club. There may be one or two minor issues with other players, and that's something I need to address. Will you be aiming to keep Fuad Cisse at the club beyond the end of it? Yeah. How will you deal with the inevitable competition for playing time between them and Folston? How do you plan to get the most out of a player like Cisse? Does Fuad Cisse have any existing friendships in the Torquay squad, and do you think he'll be able to settle in quickly? I don't think he does. Are TK social groups easy enough for someone like him to settle into? He'll have to make friends. We've all been there in a new job. That's part of the process when you're in that situation. Does the role favor most fits in your current tactical approach? We'll work to accommodate him. If that means tweaking one or two things in order to get the best out of him, so be it. Thanks, everyone. Everybody's body language is negative. We don't like you. You don't give us. And again, it goes right to the screen. It goes right back to this blank screen. Oh dear. Oh dear. St. Albans. Yeah, I'm pleased. We're going to do our regular bonuses. At one time I did low, and for like half the season. Did it say fans are angry? Oh yeah, it said fans were angry because I signed him and used up a loan spot, right? Yeah, St. Albans. Um, and I think in my second season in Torquay in 24, I picked the low, and for like half the season, it negatively affected the whole squad basically. So we're just going to leave it at normal. Next match. It is a trap. It's like, oh, I can save a little money and move that over into my payroll budget or into my transfer budget. And then you do it and you're like, uh-oh. It was a full 6 months, maybe 7 months. It was crazy. I mean, every week, like training, how it triggers kind of things, certain things trigger in the game. I'd be looking to see, I think it was when I was setting up matches, because you're looking at the debuffs and stuff when you're in the tactics screen. I was looking, and every week, there was that negative buff on there from them not liking what I did with the bonuses. Who's Streck? Want to sign Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper Logan Stretch on loan. Who says I want to do that? I don't want to do that. Offer made. Oh, here comes Neil again. I've made an offer for him because, well, the main reason I've made an offer for him is this. We haven't scouted him yet. So I always make offers for players that I haven't scouted. I never make an offer for a player that I've scouted. That's worthless. Oh, do I have to like okay, Mike wants to go on send on a coaching course, fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the board and I'm going to go to I'm going to go to the board and I'm going to say I would like to go on a coaching course. And then I'd also like to hire a oh, it won't even let me ask. So this is the one thing, Blessed, I think that they should do in the game. And I've mentioned this in 24. Got all these increased salaries. They need to put all of these into just increased salaries with a sub menu. You go to the sub menu and then it lists, increased salaries for it'll have a sub menu and it'll list increased general manager salaries. You click on that one, increased coach salaries, but they're not all in here. It would clean up this menu for when you're looking for other stuff. Like right now, I want to try to get a technical, football director of football or something, but I've already asked for that, so it won't let me ask for that again. So, delighted with the finances involved in the deal to bring Fuad Cisse in on loan. Well, that's nice. I'm glad you're happy with that, board. I'm glad you're not bored with me. Okay. Team selection. Yeah, sure. Am I going to get all my guys in there? All my new guys? Sure. But then I want to take a look at it. Samut. Have we scouted him yet? Only sign him as a last resort, so we're going to cancel. I love it how my general manager is going out and finding these players. And then it says only sign him as a last resort. It's like either I'm not getting something here or something. I'm not understanding how this works. Because they're telling me only sign him as a last resort. So why would I sign him then? So let's go to tactics. My defensive midfielders. Why is Sunday playing back here? Do, 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 do. Oh, good. Young, bring Young on. Dolan, let's bring on Low Everton. Let's bring on Dennis. Bring on Folston. Let's bring on Cisse. He's one of my new guys. Palmer, let's bring on Dreyer. He's one of my starting. Thomas, let's bring him on. And sure, we'll give Hammond a break maybe. He's on loan. Now, this is what I'd also like to see. I don't know if you were here for this when I described this earlier. I would like when you pick somebody out of this spot, it doesn't just leave it blank, none selected. It would just populate the list upwards. It would just populate the list upwards. That way you can see. I mean, does S12 really matter over S6? So I wish it wouldn't just say none selected. It would just populate the list upwards so that all these spots were filled. So now you can kind of eyeball it and go, okay, I got 11 starters. I got 11 in the team. That means I've got 22 players that I can select from. 23 players. Where's my new signings? Didn't I sign? Oh, they haven't come in yet, right? That's right. My midfielders haven't come in. My new center back, my new midfielder. No, guy on the right. Let's see. We're going to go with, make sure we have our team instructions proper. No long range shooting. We're going to work the ball into the box. We're going to play through the press. Give the ball to the center backs. Megan Burge is coming back with another question. Rumors abound that you pulled out of a deal to sign Andrej Sumet at Samut the last moment. What was the reason for that? Let's just give that to him. Mike Edwards goes on a coaching course. This time we're unwilling to grant your request. However, despite the board's initial rejection of your request, we are willing to listen if you believe you can put forward a compelling case for it. Well, I'd like to become a better coach. I should discuss with them because I've heard that rejecting board meetings is not a good idea. And you know what? I got to go. Let's see. I'm going to save the game. I don't know why I didn't have an alarm. He went on a coaching course. Okay, it is 0 fee. We're not paying any of, okay. I guess that's okay. That's okay. We just got a goalkeeper in for the year for no money. Okay. First choice goalkeeper. Really? That's what you did, Neil? He, you said he would be the first choice goalkeeper? Look, dude, you didn't even scout him. You did not even scout him. Okay. All right. That's going to do it for me today. Thanks for coming in, Blessed. Appreciate it. More FM26 shenanigans next week. Tomorrow's Saturday. We got a lot going on tomorrow. One of my nieces' kids has a birthday party that we're going to. We got church tomorrow night. We're sending out Balak buy-in boxes. So what Balak buy-in boxes are, they're boxes that we send to my wife's family in the Philippines. So they're filled with all kinds of goodies, candies, foods, clothing, toiletries, all that stuff. So those two boxes are going to be picked up tomorrow at around 10 a.m. between 10 and 11. So we got to have those ready to go. And yeah, so we got stuff going on tomorrow. So I'll be back next Wednesday, most likely, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time here in the U.S. And I'm not going to do my regular outro because I got to get going. I didn't realize that it was already like 10 after 1. So appreciate everybody watching. I think we had Blessed. You came in. I think you're the only viewer today, Blessed. So I do appreciate you. And to all the VOD watchers that might be out there, I know I get regularly around 30, maybe average of 30 VOD watchers. So I appreciate you guys too. I'll try to get some stuff uploaded to YouTube maybe in the next couple of days. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this save because this is like my restart. Maybe I call it Torquay Restart. FM26 Torquay Restart #1. And but we are getting some players in and stuff, so that's good. We are getting some new players in for low cost, so hopefully that'll tide us over, get us into the playoffs, which is where the board wants us to be. So that's going to do it for me. I hope everybody has a nice weekend, and we will see you next week on Wednesday. Thanks for coming in, Blessed, and thanks to the VOD watchers, wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. And we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.